Previously, we saw Kikoru Shinomiya in a red suit lifting Kafka and Ichikawa's car easily and tossing it. Now, in the third episode, the story begins with Kikoru smelling Kafka and remarking that he smells like a kaiju. However, Ichikawa manages the situation by addressing themselves as kaiju disposal workers. After that intense conversation, Kafka lifted their car and placed it back in its proper position. Seeing this, Kikoru got shocked, and then she challenged Kafka for the exam, saying she would perform better than him. However, Ichikawa started scolding Kafka for using his powers publicly, but in the meantime, security guards noticed and warned them to be quiet and enter the building. Once inside, everyone began their physical or fitness examinations, such as crawling through wires and running for the second stage exam. And then every participant is informed that this stage has two parts. One is the fitness test, and the other is the aptitude test. Then we see Kafka giving his all in the fitness exam, doing pull-ups, climbing, and running. But despite his efforts, he only managed to rank 219th out of 225. Meanwhile, Kikoru secured the 5th rank, and hearing this, Kafka felt ashamed after looking at her. Then the names of the top 3 winners were announced. The first guy, Haruichi Izumo, secured the 2nd rank in the fitness exam. The second guy, Furuwashi, grabbed the 3rd rank, and the third guy, Kaguraji, clinched the 1st rank in the fitness exam and emerged as the star of the Japan Ground Self-Defense Force. Realizing the whole situation, Ichikawa tells Kafka that there are plenty more students aiming to become elite officers than field agents. Upon hearing this, Kafka says that they're damn good. Then we learn a bit more about Kikoru. She's the youngest at just 16 years old. Everyone refers to her as the greatest talent ever, and every participant is considering targeting her in the exam and trying to defeat her. Then Kikoru approaches Kafka and starts talking. Kafka reacts surprisingly, saying he had no idea that she was so amazing. But her bodyguards take him away and start punishing him for touching her. And now everyone starts talking about Kafka, asking, "Who is this guy?" Ichikawa comes and tells Kafka to not lose hope, as the second part of the exam is still ahead, and for the last 2 years, its topic has been kaiju corpse disposal. Hearing this news makes Kafka happy, and he gets excited for the second part of the exam. Now, every participant is getting ready for the second round, and then the 3rd Division Vice Captain opens the gate for applicants to enter and informs them that the task for the participants in the second round is to find kaiju and neutralize them. Hearing this, Kafka and Ichikawa were shocked, as they were expecting something else. Suddenly, a kaiju shows up, trying to attack them, but it's behind steel bars that are stopping it. Displaying the kaiju, the vice captain offers a suit to applicants before entering the battle against kaijus. He explains that the suit automatically adjusts itself according to the body size and shape. He adds that the suit is named the Defense Force Kaiju Combat Suit, which is made from organic material taken from kaiju, which multiplies the power of its wearer. Then Okanogi begins measuring everyone's combat powers with the assistance of a suit. When applicants wear it, it displays 8% for Ichikawa, 15% for Kaguraji, and 14% for Furuwashi. They realize that even after training, it would only reach 20%. However, they are shocked to discover that Kikoru's combat power is 46%. Once again, they mentioned her as the greatest talent in history. They try to reassure Ichikawa with his 8%, saying it's good since they haven't seen anyone with 0. But when Kafka's combat power is measured, it shows 0%, prompting everyone to burst into laughter, noting he's the only one they've seen with a 0%. After the exam kicks off, Hashina briefs them on the details. Their objectives are a Honju and 36 Yoju, which are scattered across the training area. And all the applicants are under drone surveillance, and if anyone's life is at risk, the suit's shield will be activated. Hearing the instruction, all the applicants dive into battle against the kaijus. But Kikoru speeds ahead, leaving the rest behind, and she starts taking down the kaijus. Her relentless assault stuns everyone witnessing her prowess. On the flip side, Kafka is struggling to hoist the weapon as he finds it heavy. Then Ishina announces that Mina is also here for the test, so give it your all to impress her. This prompts Kafka to reminisce about past moments spent with Mina in childhood. Kafka decides to give it his best shot, knowing it's his last chance, even if he has 0 combat power. Noticing everything, Kafka and Ichikawa are able to understand the examination's pattern, saying it's all about testing their abilities and adaptability. So, they decide to lend support to all the attackers, and they will help them defeat the kaiju, guiding them to target the kaiju's stomach to take it down. While Kafka and Ichikawa are on their way to help others, a kaiju suddenly attacks Kafka, causing him a lot of damage. Then Kafka got worried that if the shield was activated to protect him, he would fail the exam. He struggles a lot to stand. However, examiners offered to activate the shield. Now that the situation is getting worse, Hikaru arrives and defeats the kaiju. She calls Kafka a loser, which makes Kafka angry. Now Hikaru moves to tackle more kaiju. Seeing how effortlessly she is doing this, everyone gets frustrated. Despite his broken leg and having injuries like fractures and organ damage, Kafka refuses to drop out. Summoning all his strength, he manages to stand, causing his combat power to increase from 0 to 0.01%. And episode 3 ends here. If you're enjoying the story, drop a comment below and be sure to hit the like, share, and subscribe buttons for future recaps or explained videos. Until the next episode, check out other anime content on our channel. Thanks for watching.